Star Wars, the expanded universe. A universe so vast that has over 17,000 characters from various different eras, from Dawn of the Jedi to the Old Republic, to the prequels all the way to the Legacy era. This is the tale of over 17,000 characters throughout the Star Wars universe. This is our first step to a much larger world that exists in the Star Wars universe. This is the story beyond the movies. This is the story of the Star Wars expanded universe. A universe loved by many. A universe that helped shape what this franchise is today. This is their story.
Hello everyone, this is Starsnovi here. If you're wondering why this looks the same as the last review, that's because in case I do not have the time to record these, I already have these videos recorded, so this is why it looks the way it does. Anyway, the next trilogy I'm talking about is the Corellian Trilogy. After the Borefest, the Blackfleet Crisis, I was a little burnt out of these for a while. So I read Dark Plagueis. Then when I got back to the post-Return of the Jedi, I read this. This is a pretty good series, honestly, far better than the rest of them. You know, probably one of the best ones actually after the Jedi Academy trilogy. These, in my opinion, are one of the best Han Solo centric novels because these do focus a lot on Han. And I feel like his character is utilized well in this novel. And in fact, this is more like a Solo family trilogy, which, in my opinion, this is nice because the Solo kids at this point in the timeline weren't really characters. They were more like plot devices. At the time that these were published, yeah, you had the Young Jedi Knights and Junior Jedi Knight novels being published, but it was nice if you're reading the adult novels to see the kids actually being characters instead of just plot devices, just them getting kidnapped. And the plot was refreshing to see. It wasn't an Imperial Warlord of the Week, and it didn't freaking depower Luke to the point where it was ridiculous. I felt like the characters were utilized well, and not to mention, it was interesting to see the stability of the Corellian sector because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. They're on the verge of a civil war, breaking away from the New Republic. And I feel like these are one of the most essential novels to read if you plan on reading past Vision into the Future, because Center Point Station is an important plot point later in the expanded universe. I felt that these were great because it's one of the rare occasions where we don't really get to see the Skywalkers or the Solos be like a family. So this was great, and also it was interesting to see the aliens in the Star Wars expanded universe at this point. And also, it was nice to have a main antagonist that wasn't an Imperial warlord, because to be honest, that really got old after a while. Yes, but at this point, unfortunately, it was starting it'll get a little stale, unfortunately, at this point. But they at least tried something new after the failure of the Black Fleet Crisis, in my opinion. Of course, if you're curious to know, these at the time were published before the Black Fleet Crisis. So the Black Fleet Crisis was more like filler. This was actually progressing the plot. This one was published in 1995. And the last one was published in 1995 also. These are really good, honestly. I know some people may have a different opinion than me, but I felt like these were pretty good books. It was a really great read, and I wouldn't recommend these enough. I mean, I know everyone has their favorites in the expanded universe, but I think these are one of the better books in the post Return of the Jedi era. And I feel like that the thing that I don't like about the Bantam era is I don't like how the big three, every time they show up, they pretty much make all the other side characters not matter, but it doesn't feel like it in here. I feel like every character had a purpose. And I felt like if you want to read like more post Jedi after the Jedi Academy trilogy, skip the Black Fleet Crisis and go here. To be honest, these are much better books. I give these a good rating. This video is kind of on the short side, so I'm sorry for that. I just don't think it's necessary to really talk about these any longer than I am. Anyway, this is Darcenovia, over and out. May the Force be with you, and see you next time when I review Chrism Empire.